Welcome to Tejano Time Podcast, where we celebrate the music, culture, and traditions of Tejano music. Thanks for joining us as we sit down with the biggest names in Tejano music. From legendary artists to rising stars, we will talk about their latest projects, share stories from the road, and maybe dive into history and heritage of Tejano music. So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and enjoy this episode of Tejano Time. Here's your host, Keith Leal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here of the Tejano Time Podcast. Congratulations to everybody out there for getting through another great week. I know we all had some little issues here and all, but whatnot, or the weekend, should I say, but we're here and we're ready to roll right now. And I would like to welcome back my co-host, Amanda Cisneros, también also Mr. Antonio V up on top. Thank you guys for joining me right here. And for the first time here on the show, man, we would like to welcome the South Texas homies, Anthony Trevino, Michael Gutierrez, and we got that guy down there right now who didn't put his name on the screen.
Yeah, Lewis, man. Lewis Flores.
Lewis, yes, we knew that. We were just messing with you.
I didn't know that was an option.
Welcome to the show, guys. And first of all, Anthony, before we get the show rolling here, we would like to congratulate you and the guys here on, your 5th year anniversary, celebrating it this year as well, man. And, how does it feel to have, reached that milestone for South Texas?
To make
homies,
it this
man?
far.
Yeah.
Man, it feels great. We put in a lot of work. We put in, man, just a lot of sacrifices have been made to be at this point, and we've accomplished a lot in a very, very short amount of time, which is amazing. And it's, and now in this industry, in this time, it's very hard to do. We still have a very long way to go, but in 5 years, it's been a great ride. And, thanks to all you guys for all the love and support. It's been, like I said, it's been a hell of a ride.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't take it back. I've checked you guys out, your performance that you had recently here in Houston too. I mean, these guys, if you're missing it out, guys, that's one way to go out and celebrate with these guys. The 5th year anniversary is to go out there and support, guys. Go out there and check these guys out as they perform, their shows wherever they may be throughout the state of Texas, wherever. As they go out there and support, man. You got to go out there. That's what it's all about. And these guys have put on an amazing show every time they're out there on stage. So you're missing out if you haven't checked out these guys live. So that's right there. Amanda, what do you got for us, Amanda?
So what do you guys got going on in the future? Any projects? We're going to get right into it, y'all. We need to know what's going on with the South Texas homies. Where you at? Where you going to be at? We need to update our calendars. Let everybody know.
For sure. No, well, for those of you that don't know, we went through some changes. So we got a new vocalist, and he's here. I don't know if for me, he's right here.
Yeah. Right.
So, Mr. Michael Gutierrez is with us. We used to share the stage together back in the day, and he went on a long hiatus, and now he's back. I hope he's enjoying it as much as we are having him. But for as far as what we got going on now, we're doing our best to release some new material. We just released our latest single, La Que Tengo en Casa. I believe maybe a few months ago already. We had the video come out for that, and now we're getting ready for single number 2, which is going to be called El Rey de la Tristeza. We actually just got the teaser for it today, so pretty excited about it. That one should be dropping on March 21st.
Nice. Yes, we'll be looking out for that one right there. We got the video también of your latest single that we're going to play here and shortly, throughout the show. So you guys stick around for that. And if you're watching, share the live to everyone watching also on Tejano TV, guys. Thank you. We appreciate you. We're streaming this broadcast here live on
I'm
Tejano
on TV
también. Yes. Yeah, so it's a big shout out to all you guys out there. And my boy Tony V up on top. I know he's got plenty of questions for you as well.
First of all, thank you guys for joining us here on a Monday night. My question is going to be for Michael, the new guy. So how does it feel to be the
new guy
on the stage and getting to do your thing?
Well, good afternoon or good evening, Antonio, and everybody on the staff here on the call. Good to see you guys healthy. It feels good. Like Anthony had mentioned, it'd been a brief break in my musical career. Uh,
Mhm.
Went to venture on to go do some things considered life and living in the moment and having a good time with my career aside from music. So definitely feels good to be back on stage. It was a little new to me again, so that excitement of doing it all over again, yeah, you know, it takes you back to when you were a child, right? And then you get to relive that moment. And then, of course, with colleagues such as these guys on stage, and we've had a lot of history together. So you kind of already know what you're walking into, the expectations, also relearning my vocals and
Okay.
taking it to another level, taking that break. I had an opportunity to kind of see where I fit in with the band and kind of try some things that I never really got to try in the past. Uh, so those brief 10 years, I was still vocally, you know, practicing, right?
Mhm.
Little did I know I'd be able to get on stage again because that wasn't my intention at all.
Mhm.
But no, it feels great, feels very exciting, you know, to collaborate with each other, just share memories, make new memories, and all obviously give the crowd what they want. You know, they pay to get in a venue. We want to make sure that we give them top tier music to a caliber where we strive, you know, through each show and practice rehearsals on your own or with the band. We strive to continue that success each show. So hopefully they enjoy it, and hopefully we can give you guys something new and different for the year, and that you leave with an experience that you can go and talk to people about, whether you like it or not. Either way, there's some things we can always grow from, right? So
Yeah.
definitely excited to be back. Yes, sir.
No,
Thank
that's
you for the question. Appreciate it.
yeah, that's great to hear. You know, even like you said, you know, you knew these guys, you know from the past and stuff. So you kind of knew, coming into it, to make some adjustments to, like you said, to try to fit in. But they wouldn't have had you if they didn't trust you and didn't know that you had the vocals to be able to fit in with the group. So that's awesome.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And Luis,
Yes, sir.
how long have you been with the South Texas homies? It's been
Oh,
since day
bro.
one.
From day one, brother.
From
Yeah.
day
Me,
one.
me
Awesome,
and
awesome.
We're
me
day
and they go
oneers.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
So, if I ask you this question, maybe I can get a great answer from you, maybe Anthony,
Sure.
one of the two. But just Luis, going back to to day one, how did it come about for you guys to actually get together and form South Texas homies?
Oh man, that's a big question. So I don't know if you know this, but we all used to play for the hometown boys.
Hmm.
Okay. And we all met there, and it was just because of the love of music, you know.
Yeah.
And we stuck together through good times, bad times, and then we all went our different directions. And it came time that we took that break, and it wasn't for us. So me and Anthony called and talked, and of course we had a big influence in our lives was Bobby Martinez. Was
Okay.
was our brother, and nos apoyó and everything, and Anthony took his break, and it was time. It was like, you know what, we missed this too much, man.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen,
Let's
and
make it
here we
happen.
are. Here we are.
Wow, wonderful, man. A great group of guys. I mean, it's a very humble dudes as well. Anthony, right there.
Oh
Me
yeah.
and I got an opportunity to meet him recently as well.
Hmm.
Who has been on my radio show way in back in the past, but I had to get him on the podcast as well and check out his show. But I mean, always up to doing great things, no matter what. Always, whether it's performing, signing autographs, taking pictures with the fans. You guys are just a great group of guys all the way around,
Right.
So
Appreciate
and that's what it's all about,
Yes,
Go
sir.
out there for the fans, whether it be 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the case may be. I don't know you're gonna go out there for 4 or 5 hours, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But whatever it takes just to get somebody to make somebody happy, a smile on their face, you guys are the ones that actually go out there and do it. Because I mean, I can't say that for all the bands out there, but I've seen it with my own eyes from you guys, so that's pretty awesome too as well.
Thank you.
Thank
Yep,
you.
for sure. And we got some people chiming in already, man. Superstar, Mr. Gilbert Zamora is watching the show. He says superstar.
Mhm.
What's up, Gilbert?
Gilbert, and we also got saludos Keith, down over in the valley también. Chronicle on the Beats. April, Corrales también says hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
And we got Hilda Peña también as well watching. Hello, South Texas homies.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Thank you guys. Share the live if you're watching, wherever you may be watching from, guys. Please share the live. And as to any questions you might have for these guys as well, don't forget to can also throw them down in the box there, and they'll be more than happy to answer your questions for you throughout the show. And we're going to get to a video here in just a few more minutes. But what has been the most memorable moment or experience you guys have had, over the last 5 years, should I say, since you've been together? I know you've had some big, great festivals and concerts and shows that you've performed at, but a moment that you guys, it can be from all three of you guys might have a different moment out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whoever wants to answer.
I need time to think.
It's a lot in 5 years, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Many of
there's been so many, like to me, it's like every night that we get up there and do what we love to do, and be next to the guys that you're blessed to do it with is just a great moment,
Right.
whether or not we've played in front of hundreds, thousands of people, or maybe just 10 people, every night has its special moments. And I think for me, just being able to every night it's kind of like there's no night that's ever the same as the other. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every night's different. Every crowd reacts differently, and even the emotions we feel that night are different. So for me, I don't know. It's just anytime I get to put on the accordion and stand next to these guys, it's an honor. And it's a pleasure, and I love it. I love every night.
There you go. And what about you, Luis?
You know, well, there's probably going to be one coming up Sunday, playing at the rodeo. I think that's going to be a big
Okay.
deal for us. This coming Sunday at the Houston Lifestyle Short Rodeo. But my biggest inspiration was at Billy Bob's. Billy Bob's known for having nothing but the greats there.
Hmm.
And just to say, I stood on a stage where some of the greatest artists in our lifetime. That's a big honor for me. So yeah, Billy Bob's would be the more. I could say, well, the first time I stood there was kind of emotional because, man, you had nothing but the best up there, and for us to
Hmm.
share that stage and to be on that stage, it meant a lot to me. It really did.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Billy Bob's for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Michael, you got anything?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I think just being back on stage and being on the road again itself is a true blessing, right? So every concert, since I've joined the band, has been an extreme, moment, right, and a blessing,
Hmm.
of course. But to piggyback off of what Lewis was saying, in this short amount of time, to be able to just jump in and do these shows at this level, no one crowd is ever the same, right? No jam session is ever the same. There's always going to be a different emotion, but being on that stage where, like you mentioned, legendary country folks or and whatnot have stepped foot up there, and Dwight Yoakam doing his famous shuffle up there, I felt kind of cool being up there.
Yeah.
And I think just it don't really hit you, man, because life happens, man, and then you get back on stage, so it's like, oh, it may take a couple of months or two, and you're like, oh yeah, we actually got to play up there, you know what I mean? So it's a good deal, I'm very humbled by the opportunity to do that with the guys. So yeah, definitely.
Amazing. That's
Yeah, dude,
that's a
that's so true, man. Like you almost don't have time to process like these great moments because everything just always seems like it's go, go, go. And by the time you get home, it's back to reality, right? And then
hmm
the next thing you know, the following weekend is here, and it's time to get back to work. So
yeah.
it's so weird how now listening to what Mike said, and it's true. Like you just kind of, I don't know. It's like months later, and then you're like, oh yeah, we did that. That's so cool, But uh I would have to say probably, I'm gonna add to my answer, but I think not so much the show, but like just a proud moment in general for me is when we got our Latin Grammy nomination.
Oh
Mm.
yes, yes. That would have to be huge. That would probably be number one in my book as well. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Heck
yeah.
yeah, yes, definitely. All right. Well, thank you guys for all that, for all your feedback on that. Cortez says yes. Billy Bob's was a great show, Mr. Juan Cortez.
Thanks, Juan. Appreciate it.
And we got just what do we got here? Mark
Hey,
Montalvo.
Esmeralda, hi.
Hi guys. Yes.
Hello.
So saludos, guys. Share the live, guys. If you're watching right here at the Hello Time Podcast, my guest and Hilda says congratulations as well. Also, congratulations. Thank you for that, Hilda.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. So yeah, man, we couldn't thank you enough for taking the time to be with us here again once again on this Monday here on the podcast. Always great catching up with bands here and whatnot. getting to know a little bit about what happens with these guys on the road, and again, life goes back to normal come Monday. You know what I mean? At times, and then the weekend gets around and they're back on the road. A lot of people don't know how these guys, how they put everything together, whether it's work, whether it's family, and then they got to go back on the road and work. And some of them stay away from their family. Some families will go on the road with them and whatnot. But it's tough. It is tough to be out there on the road. There's no doubt about that.
It is, man. And even at the in between time, like when we don't have shows, like for us to get together, like at the minimum, I live like 2.5 hours away from Mike and Javi, which is a drummer, and I'm 6 hours from Houston, and that's where Lewis lives. Miguel's in between that, so he's like 3.5, 4 hours. So for us to rehearse, do anything, I don't know if I could say ass on the podcast, but it's a pain in the ass. It really is. But so we managed to get it done. But I mean, it takes a lot of time, and to be able to be around like the guys that have the patience to deal with it, because I'm sure they we just kind of like, man, we need to rehearse, we need to do this, we need to do that. It's just difficult, man, and then everybody's schedule when we're not off, there's family events, there's family time that needs to be had and all that stuff. So it's just a big being able to schedule everything is probably the biggest obstacle we have as a band.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
So
I have
go ahead, Tony.
Real quick. It's probably more for Luis and Anthony,
Sure.
since Michael's new to the group. But from you guys' time with being with the Hometown Boys to the present, my question is, what do you guys think about the technology, all the changes, going away from CDs and now being able just to push a button to get your music out? What are y'all's thoughts and on that?
It's definitely a change, but I mean, even it's more everything. It seems like everything's more social media based now, like, and having to put out music, like I mean, I'm not old, but it seems like the younger bands are like, they have a single out almost every month.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to do, especially in our situation where we don't live close to each other, to be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
Do you think social media plays a big role in them putting out a song every month? So
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's for the new generation. I still have the old generation that if it's not on CD, they don't want to hear it. They don't know about technology. They don't want to get involved with technology as far as downloading or stuff like that. So we'd be surprised how many CDs we still sell,
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
what do you think could be done to elevate the Tejano music industry, to get it from, hey, let's move from CDs, let's move from this and get it to where it's social media driven, or
That's the million or billion dollar question. I wish
right?
I had the answer to that one, because you know what, that's become a huge obstacle, not just for our generation, but I mean for our genre, but for a lot, I think, because you have the old schoolers, if you will, that just don't want computers. Like my parents, for instance. Mijo, if you don't have it in a CD, or you put it on and I hear it, but other than that, that's it. That's where it ends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, I think it's just a changing of the times, It's either you change with it or you get left behind,
Yeah, you got to evolve.
Yeah. So
like you said earlier, Anthony, it's not, you said something about you're falling behind, but it sounds like you guys are still, no, we're going to keep doing it the way we're used to, old school. And the new artists, like you said, this is just my opinion. When you're putting out a new single once a month, man, are you really taking the time to really
Is it quality?
Yeah. So I agree with you. I don't kind of agree. You haven't really said it, but you're putting out one new single. Is it really good? Is it really good quality compared to what you guys are used to? That, no, we're going to keep it old school, take our time, make sure que va a quedar, the people are going to want to hear it, whether it be social media or whether it be on a CD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think for us, we're really just catering to both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, if it's keep up with the times, we get left behind, and we could definitely get left behind, and you know, and that's what we don't want. You know, we're how do you? I don't know how exactly how to put it into words, but we have to. We just got to keep up.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
gotta keep up. You know, so I mean, we can still release singles, and everything's going to be digital, and then you know, I mean, you can print a single as well
Yeah.
if you have to.
Right.
You know, but we'll I guess we cross that hurdle
Cross
whenever
that.
we get there, right?
Exactly right.
I don't, you know, the way you guys have been performing and doing your thing, I personally don't feel that you guys aren't going to get left behind, because people are still listening. People still want what you guys are putting out. Uh, you know, taking your time. I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's still on social media.
For sure.
I kind of see what you're saying. You know, you got to keep up, but I kind of disagree, because when, you know, being in the radio, you know, I look at my emails. I'm like, my gosh, didn't you just put something out last month? And here we go. And, you know, like Amanda said, and I'll be honest, I don't play everything, because I'm like, that's just not good. You know, it's not good quality.
And just to chime in on that, you know, I had to get off because the camera kept fidgeting. But I had this conversation with Aunt, you know, several times and several days ago, where in life in general, whatever you do, it's quality versus quantity. You know what I mean? And I've always been a firm believer in that, regardless of what kind of work I'm doing. And not to take away from those individuals who put music out, hey, that's good, you know, do it. But I feel like if it's not quality based, I wouldn't want to put that much material out. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather focus on one or two songs, hey, and everybody's got their own style, right? And everybody will knock out what they can in due time. But I just feel like put a lot of heart and effort into one song, let it bleed, let it go, let it do its thing. You know what? And we can work on another song on the way up. You know, it's just it's a process. It's challenging because, yeah, like you said, you want to get it out, but you can't do that. You can't.
Yeah.
You have to just focus on what you got going on. Pick some materials, whether they're going to be old songs that have never been heard, or you're going to write some songs. Just have some integrity behind that. Behind the making of the process. You know, just enjoy the
Absolutely.
process. The whole studio time. Enjoy it. And if you don't knock out what you want to go do 3 songs. You don't get to knock out 3, knock out 1. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you got something done and you're happy with it. At the end of the day, you don't want to go home and be like, I could have done that. And we're always
Yeah.
gonna want to go back and do something.
Yeah.
I heard stuff on this song that I'd be like, I could have, but on all of it. There's live. We can do it live, you know. But yeah, no, I think quality is better over quantity. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. You said something about the process. You guys live so far away. Anthony, you mentioned 6 hours, 3 hours. You're so separate. So what is walk us through the process, the songwriting process? How do you guys get together and practice and go this, I mean, is it this? Y'all get on like this and everybody just, y'all do
No,
lives?
no, I wish we did. And you know, our engineer Ted, shout out to Ted Hernandez. You know, he always racks his brain on how we could do it, like do something like this, and everything happens in real time, right? But there's just software and equipment we got to buy, and it's just like
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
for the most part, what happened for this, you know, working with Mike, is I would go to Mike's place first, and then we kind of hammer out the song between me and him, because if we don't have the song down vocally and I guess with the accordion, everything else, it's going to be harder that way. You know, at least once we have it down, then we kind of have a guideline of what we want to do and how the song's going to go, and it's easier for us to show the guys, hey, look, this is what we did. You know, let's work it from there. So that's kind of what we've done. Even on the new single that's coming out, it was kind of the same way. We worked on it first with Mike, and then that's the process that we use. I'm sure there's better processes out there,
But it
but
works for you. Yeah. It works
yes,
for y'all.
so far.
and I think the most important thing to feed off of that note there is, what are you doing on an individual basis
Absolutely.
to perfect to yeah, let me reword that, to perfect your craft. You know what I mean? Because it's like anything else out here in the real world. You know what I mean? If you're not putting in the time, you know, when it comes time to get in front of the professor and take your exam, that's on you. You know what I mean? If you fail or you feel like you're not uncomfortable or you could have done a little bit more when you're on stage. I mean, it's an individual effort. And then obviously when we get together, a collaborative effort to make the song do what it does. But yeah, you got to take some time. I know for me personally, being out for so long, it took me some time, to get in there and focus, with everything I have going on now. But it can be done. And just put your best foot forward and lock in, and take a little bit of effort, and you'll get a good result.
Yeah. You're right about that for sure. We got some more comments right here, right quick. We're gonna get to, and then we will jump into the video.
The
Right
comments
here.
are like, "Can you bring on another band?"
So we'll see you Sunday at the Houston Rodeo right there. That's from
Yes, for sure,
there
for
we go.
sure.
Madam
You
Mark
guys be ready.
Montalvo. And we got let's see, ACL Productions says saludos. Watching
Hey,
the
what's
show
going
as
on,
well.
brother?
And we got Lupe Longoria Munoz right here. Hope all is well, gentlemen, and Sister Amanda. And what's up, Anthony? Good to see y'all. Much love. It's Lupe and Sunflower Rodriguez over at hottejano.com.
Hi guys, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it.
Yes, great guys right there as well, man. Saludos.
For sure.
And let's see, we got Luis Garcia says, "What's up, everyone?" including Amanda, Anthony, and Michael. And we also have Hilda Pena here. Will y'all be at Fanfare Radio Gala on Thursday, March 13th?
As of right now, we don't have plans for that. To be honest with you, I didn't even know about it.
Okay.
So it's not a no.
Yeah. Oh, that'll work right there.
Oh wait,
regardless.
that's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll be in Katy and then the
Oh,
rodeo.
Yes, this weekend.
Yeah, sorry. No, we won't be there.
All right.
Sorry.
So there was your answer right there, Hilda. Nope.
We can call in. Is that cool?
Yeah, call in, right? Just put it over the speaker, the loudspeaker. Javier Gonzalez right there. Saludos, brothers, right there. We're talking about the Delta Boys.
What's up, Javi?
Saludos.
Awesome.
Let's see. It says 1 week away. It is just too many idea, or is it pure passion? Will it be a big hit or just another song? That's basically going back to where we were talking about earlier.
We were talking about one a week,
One a week, yeah. Well, I mean, you have to second guess yourself on that, whether this is going to be better than the last one. Just like Mike said, let it go out there, let it marinate, let it play, let it do its thing for, 3 to 6 months before you get back in the studio and want to release another one. Because back in the days, you had 12 songs, 10 songs on a CD. You remember that, guys? And, only 3 cuts were going to get ever played on the radio. All the other cuts just sat there on the shelf, pretty much. And if you do too many of them right now, that's you're defeating the purpose of what we're actually going digital, going for maybe a 5-song EP or just singles at a time. And everybody's doing just the single, one here and one 6 months later, some 3, some doing 3 in a month, which is to me, it's overwhelming. They're going overboard with it. I definitely agree with that. But
like what Anthony and Michael were saying, to me, when you're doing one a month, you're trying to catch up with some of these guys, and there's no need for that because you're not getting the quality. As Michael was saying, there's no quality when you're doing something that fast. To me, it's like you're trying to keep up with everybody else. No, do you take your time, make sure it's good, make sure it's good quality, stuff like that.
And I think, every band does what they want to do, right? So I'm not gonna knock anything, but it's just
we're not knocking nobody down,
Bobby, when I talk to Bobby Pulido, he always tells me, it's the really pay attention to the lyrics, and I've started to do that lately. And so I think it's just a matter of picking the right song, taking the time to find that right one. Like Mike says, it's got to be quality, and whether or not it's going to be a hit, you don't know.
Yeah.
We don't get to determine that, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all up to the fans out there and the people who actually requested go out there and stream it, buy it and whatnot from the digital stores, So before we get to the video right here, quick guys, Jess Lopez says all these shout outs, but none to my boy Luis.
Luis is quiet right there. He's
Tell
just
him, Louis. Tell him.
I'm here, brother. I'm here, man.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, he had some questions earlier. We're gonna get some more out of him here in just a bit. Right now, I know Amanda's got something that she's got prepared there. Yolanda Barron says, "See y'all Friday night."
All
So
right. We'll see you Friday, Yolanda.
yes, so saludos and thank you for tuning in as well here to the show. Everybody on Tejano TV as well. We're gonna play the brand new video or the latest video. Tell me a little bit about the behind the scenes there on that video. Y'all recorded that video here in H Town, huh? Here in Houston.
Yeah, that was in Houston. It was off where Louis. It was off
Uh,
the.
George R. Brown, near the George
Yeah.
R. Brown. Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
on
we
the-
did some stuff there. We did some at a park there near downtown Houston, and then we did some other scenes at actually our friend's house.
yeah.
So
Cool.
we had a lot of fun, especially the poker scene. We were just acting crazy and just having fun. I threw peanuts on the table as a bet. It's just we were just having a good time.
That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? The song it says everything itself, but I mean, the video, you always got to bring it to life, and you guys did a fantastic job on it as well. So we're going to play that for everybody and spin it for everybody out there tuned in right now so you guys can check out the brand new single, the latest single that they have. It's been out probably, I would say, 3 months now. I want to say around that time. Julian Gonzalez. Saludos, Julian from La Fiebre also says, saludos, guys. Good seeing y'all this weekend.
What's up, Julian? Good
What's
seeing
going on,
you.
buddy?
All right, guys. So let's play this video for everybody out there right now. And we'll be right back here with some more South Texas homies. But I wanted to show this right quick to everybody out there. This song right here, Like a Tengo en Casa, is a video. Okay, it's available on all digital platforms también. So if you like what you hear, you can go out there and stream it on any of those platforms. It's available on all of them.
Yes.
And add it to your playlist, guys. All right. We are talking about the South Texas homies right there, the latest one.
Awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. We'll be right back, guys, right here on Tejano Time Podcast.
No tengo motivos para andar buscando amor en la calle. Si tengo un cariño que me está esperando sin pedir detalles. No busco placeres ni riesgo mi vida por una aventura. Si hay tantas mujeres, pero tan queridas, no existe ninguna. La que tengo en casa, que Dios me la cuide, porque es una santa. Cuando algo me pasa, su amor no le mide, siempre me levanta. Dulce y amorosa, sin hacer alarde, siempre hacia adelante. Es mi linda esposa, una tierna madre y una gran amante. La que tengo en casa, que Dios me la cuide, porque es una santa. Cuando algo me pasa, su amor no le mide, siempre me levanta. Dulce y amorosa, sin hacer alarde, siempre hacia adelante. Es mi linda esposa, una tierna madre y una gran amante.
I can go get my boots.
There, that was the brand new latest video from the South Texas homies, guys. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the show here tonight and check that video out. And again, the video is out on YouTube. I mean, you guys can go out there and check it out if you would like. And again, celebrating their 5th year anniversary, guys. So all year long, you guys are going to be celebrating right there. We're talking about the South Texas homies, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. Go out there and support these guys wherever they may be performing. Go out there, not just these guys, anything, any event that you guys get out there with Tejano, Conjunto, whatnot, go out there and support, because that's what it's all about, man. That's what we're missing right now. A lot of the people out there that, love the music and whatnot, but some of them, everybody has their times or their issues and whatnot. We get it, but every chance you get, go out there and support, guys.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got the new merch coming.
There we go.
Houston
Check it
will
out.
be the first. We'll be the first to
Nice.
see them. We'll have them in Katy, so we'll have the new 5-year anniversary caps. I think we'll have them in white and black. So,
Nice.
yeah.
You guys will be at Texas Rodeo Saloon with
Lucky Joe.
Joe. Yes,
Yep.
Lucky Joe.
Free,
That's
free
gonna be a
show.
great
It's a free concert.
Yeah, free
Nice.
concert. It's gonna be a great show, man. It's gonna be a nice venue, I mean. So, if you guys out there that are watching can make it out there, go out there and check it out. It's free. You know what I mean? So what more can you ask for?
And this is
Go out
when?
there.
When is this?
Friday.
Right.
Friday. Viernes. Can you handle that, Amanda? You gonna be able to make it out?
I may be able to. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that'd be something
Yeah.
great. I think we'll go check it out. Why not? Let's see. I know Tony. Tony, you okay up there? You
Yeah.
look lost.
Now,
I think he's just looking at some questions or something like that there. I don't know what he's got going on there, but so
yeah, I was trying to see where
That's
this place is at that they'll be playing at.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
over in Katy off of Mason Road.
Yeah, I've
so-
heard it's really big. It's really nice. I haven't been yet. I was supposed to go Friday to go see Ram, but I couldn't make it out. But yeah, definitely would love to check that place out for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
come on out.
It's gonna be on right there with the South Texas homies, guys. So, how do you guys engage with your fans and create a connection during live shows? I know Anthony's always up there on stage talking to the fans, interacting and whatnot. So I know that's one step right there. But the rest of the guys right there, or maybe even Anthony has some more to add to that as well.
Well, we normally we hang out, out,
Okay.
out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
about. We kind of don't hang out in the back unless somebody's
Mhm.
feeling, ill or something, not 100%, then we'll chill in the back. But for the most part, you can kind of catch us by the bar. And then we like to, engage with the fans while we're on stage too, just ask, get them to sing along. And, Mike has this, the stage presence as well, man. And he does this thing and I don't know what to call it. I call it the stanky leg just because that's what but he does this thing where he swirls his leg around, and then, so it's really fun. For me standing next to him, it's fun to watch him perform and he's standing right there next to me, so I think, that's just another way that we engage with people. And I don't know, we just like to have fun, that's our thing.
Does he throw you off? Like, what is he going to do this time on stage?
No, it's never like a throw off or anything. It's just like, I don't know. It just makes me smile. I just look at him and I see him, he's got that hunch in his back and his leg is swirling around in a circle. So I don't know. It's just a lot of fun to watch. I think we play with a lot of energy and emotion, I think is especially for me, like being able to play on stage is really like therapy. And I'm able to let out whatever it is I'm feeling. And I think it does probably come across on stage, so I don't know. I think that's what we do. We just,
and that's a good thing, that stuff like that happens because the people are watching, of course they're watching everything. And when you guys have something funny like that going on and the way you guys respond, the people, they like that, you guys are having fun, jamming out, and you're being yourselves, even if you're holding the accordion or the mic or the bajo,
sure.
you guys are having fun and the people see that.
Yeah, so, and sometimes I think about joining them and doing it, but I'm afraid I'm either gonna fall over or I'm gonna mess up or something. You know, it's not gonna go well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to do with my hands. I mean, if I ain't got an instrument in my hand, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna dance. I'm the same way at the house, man. If I hear beat, and it's on, man. That's it. I don't care what kind of beat it is. My legs gonna start moving, or I'll dance with myself. It don't matter, man. I'm in my own little world, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I've always been that way since I was a kid, man, and I'm never gonna change, man. El ambiente, I hear it, I feel it. Vámonos a bailar. I'll dance with myself, man. It's an emotional feeling, right? You feel it, and that's it, man.
That's it.
No,
There's nothing
hombre.
wrong
Yeah.
with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah,
No.
You're having
Nothing
fun.
at all.
yes, sir.
For sure.
So we got Juan out over in Ruskin, Florida. It says Cuba Carnales, South Texas homies. Saludos over in Ruskin, Florida.
Shout out to Juan, man. Thanks a lot for watching. We appreciate it, brother.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Jess Lopez also says the two bands that stand out the most interacting with the fans are Art Tejarina and the South Texas homies. Makes us feel like family.
That's good. It's good
That's
to hear.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that.
There you go.
It's
So that's
important.
right.
It's important to build those relationships. Customers are our number one priority, right? In any business, any consumer that's
Yeah.
buying a product or takes interest in your product, even the smallest opportunity that you have to introduce yourself to someone who's never even heard of Tejano music, that's your time to give a little bit of who you are, not only as a person, but as an artist
As an
or in
artist.
any kind of, venture that you may take a liking to. I mean, I think uh, engaging with people on a daily is a it's what we're supposed to be doing, right? As servants of the Lord, right? So give them a little bit of positive vibes and let them know that there is some good out there in this world. And if you can bring them together through the Lord and music, why not, right? So definitely take advantage of those opportunities with the people.
Yeah, that's it. That is for sure. Those are facts,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Yes. So we did talk about in March. You said sometime. When's the next single drop in there, Anthony? In March.
March 21st.
March 21st. We'll be definitely looking out for that. Now, is there going to be a video, going up along with that song as well?
There
You
will
gonna?
the video will come after the single. We're still working on getting all that taken, I guess, locked down, right? But yeah, the single will be out first, and then the video will follow.
That'll work. That'll work. So now, Luis, I know Luis is there waiting
Hey,
anxiously to
man,
answer the
I'm
first
listening, buddy.
question. What do you got for him, man? I know you got something for him.
You know
So
what? Believe it or not, the guys don't even know. We just got a call today to do Kima
Okay.
Father's Day,
Wow.
man. So yeah.
Nice.
So that's something new. The guys don't even know that yet. So yeah, we just got hit up today, and a free concert in Kima and Father's Day. So hey,
Wow.
There you
we're
That's
go.
doing
pretty
something
amazing.
good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
to wear
So yeah.
shorts.
yeah,
Va a estar
yeah,
caliente.
yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome, though. Yes, Kima over there. So yeah, you guys have ever performed there in the past?
Oh, multiple times.
Multiple times.
Yeah, that's what Anthony like a fourth time, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, fourth
Mhm.
yeah. I
time.
think it's gonna be our fourth time out there. It's always a
Nice.
blast when we play in Kima. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a great
Hay
place.
que
Great place
ponerte
to
cuerpo
go
de
out
beach
there.
bod para el
Dang.
summer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's gonna be on Father's Day. Is just not. It's around the corner. También. It's not too far away. What would that
No,
be in
no.
June? Something
June
like
June
that.
14th. June
Yeah.
14th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ya viene
crazy.
el día del conejo.
Yeah, the year just
Yep.
started and we're already in March, man. It's insane.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. It's going by pretty
Um,
quick. Pretty fast, pretty fast. So yeah, guys, so we'll be definitely looking out for that as well. For the new single, también the new video as well. But these guys, what do you have other than in the Houston area? I know the Houston area, you guys will be out here this weekend. But what about over in around the state of Texas? Any other shows you guys got out on the agenda?
Yeah, we
Upcoming.
have. Well, of course, this weekend we have the Katy and then the Houston Rodeo. I know I don't have the calendar in front of me, but off the top of my head, I know we'll be in Victoria for Cinco de Mayo,
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo weekend, which I believe is May the 4th, and then I believe the 3rd will be in
Rosenberg.
Roseburg.
Okay.
And then we have something going on in Mesquite, Texas, which is April 5th, I want to say that's a big Tejano Fest concert. It will be us, David Lee, Jay,
Gary Hobbs.
Gary Hobbs. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys want more info on what we got going on, you can check our website. We do have southtexashomies.com. So it's southtxhomies.com. And then, of course, our social medias. We have TikTok, we have Instagram, of course, Facebook. What else do we have? We have Snapchat.
Yeah.
We're on X. So
There you go. Naming all of them right there for everybody out there. If you're not following them, give them a follow, guys, right there on
too
all
many,
social media
too many to
platforms.
handle.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has their favorite, we
sure.
try to juggle every single one of them, and it's tough, but it is
It's
out
a
there,
lot, man.
It's a lot, yeah, for sure. But we get it done somehow, some way. Amanda helps out on hers. By sharing a lot of the things we have and whatnot. Tony as well. I mean, that's what it's all about, But social media is a tool, you know what I mean, for everyone to go out there and use. So,
For sure.
but definitely give these guys a follow, and keep up with all the stuff that they've got up and coming in the upcoming months and whatnot. Whether it's coming out with new music, new videos, and all that other good stuff, guys. So they might be coming to, your area, and you have no clue. But if you look them up, everything's going to show up on
You'll
your page.
find out.
So,
Yeah. And a huge shout out to the other guys that couldn't make it on here. Javier Torres, he plays drums. He's out of Corpus. Miguel Sanchez is a bass player. He's out of Victoria. And of course, our crew, Terry Hernandez and Alex Rivera. So shout out to all those guys.
Nice.
awesome.
So I'm gonna pick on Luis in a minute because he's just taking it all in.
Man, go. Talk to me.
We kind of ask this on every interview, but is there anything that you could share out to some of these artists? You've been playing for a while, of course. Is there anything that you would like to share with some of these new and upcoming artists? Some advice or some consejos, something.
I think the major key factor with the band is chemistry. If you don't have chemistry, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, in this band, no one wears this big hat. We're all equal. We are open-minded. We're all humbled. We are, like I said, if anybody has a suggestion or opinion or a recommendation, we're all ears. No one knows it all. And part of our success is it's a team effort. We have our leaders, yes, but we also have people that give their opinion and it's accepted. It's not like, oh my God, it's my way or the highway. No, by no means. Our drummer, he's real quiet, but he'll come up and have suggestions, and we just take a step back and like, wow, let's try it. And you know what? Here we know it's working. So yeah, it's chemistry is a key factor in my opinion. I don't know about Anthony or Michael, but that's just what I think. Chemistry has to be there.
Yeah, you just said something that the drummer,
Javier.
Javier, and maybe Michael. I'll mention those two. You said they're quiet. Of course, Michael coming in también, new to the band. Have you had to reach out to them like, no, come on, guys, we want your input,
I think, Javier Torres has played with a lot of bands. He's played with the Garcia brothers and, the Bad Boys del Valle. He's played with a lot of bands. And I don't really think anyone's ever asked him for his opinion because he's not a very open mind, not very open to his opinions unless you ask for it, And, well, he felt comfortable enough to say, hey, let's try this. What about this and what about that? And then, well, Anthony just takes, he thinks about it and he's like, well, let's try it. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's just try it. And by the time you know it, man, it's working. This was a great idea. And the way we say tell him thank you is by saying, hey, great idea, man. You got any more? And it makes him feel good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Michael had something to say.
Yeah. Now going back to what Louis was saying, in any business you're operating in or functioning as, the biggest key, as you mentioned, being humble and chemistry, is we're all going to have different experiences, right? Different backgrounds of what we do. But the biggest key factor in this, in any company, is respect. That's the biggest part, and then if you can't have that, then you're not going to be relevant in this industry or in any business, really. You know what I mean? So the thing is listening to one another, showing care, definitely listening to understand, as we do with the hobby, right? When he does speak, take value into that, and with anybody really, uh, through shared experiences and shared information is how we succeed as a company, and that's what's going to make you succeed. Having that engagement with your crew members and getting them involved, regardless of stature or ownership, we function together because the experiences. If not, they wouldn't have hired us. You know what I mean? And like with any
Yeah.
company, they are not going to hire you if they look at your resume and it speaks for itself. Okay, well, we can trust you, we value you. Now let's get to work, right? And that's pretty much what's been going on since I've come in. Was just, hey, it's all respect, communication, consistency. And you got to evaluate. People fail to self-evaluate their own work, versus waiting for someone to tell you, hey, well, you need to do this, do that. I think it's important to do a self-evaluation on yourself and come correct. And it's time to do what you got to do, perform, and then, you know, put your input in. But you got to stay. It starts with you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How serious are you about making this organization succeed? You know what I mean? Uh, and of course, just listening to one another, whether it's on a personal level or on a business level, because we're human and
Yeah.
we're bound to break at one point or another. So just having that questioning attitude and being there for one another, that would be my biggest thing to the younger folks who are still learning. Definitely show care for one another
Yeah,
and
I
respect.
think the two words that I've picked up from yourself, Eloy, from Luis. I don't know. Anthony might have something else to add, but Luis, you said chemistry, and Michael, you said um, what did you say? I forgot now.
Being
Because I
humble.
was thinking of the other word that I was thinking. Respect.
Yes.
Chemistry and respect. And I'll add one, and it kind of makes sense. Support. It sounds like you guys have a really nice big support system because there's five of you, right? Uh, and that's great that you guys can work together. I don't know if Anthony wants to add something or if I took the word out of his mouth by using the word support, but it sounds like you guys are all on the same page, and that's awesome. And I'm sure you guys have those little moments where, I don't know, but at the end of the day, like you said, you got to, have that chemistry and the respect for one another. Everybody's got their opinions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot, like you said, the support, the chemistry, and I think the positive mindsets is very important as well. And that's kind of been the big difference, I feel since we've always been pretty positive, but Mike has added another level of positivity, in my opinion. I feel I don't know what it is. It's just a level of positivity, and that you're able to communicate with him, and he always sees the brighter picture, and that helps tremendously. If you have somebody that's that one bad apple ruins the whole batch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just takes one to bring the whole environment down.
Right.
And and we're past that. It's good vibes. And we're blessed with that. And being able to just communicate with each other is huge. And I don't even know if Mike noticed or paid attention, but the other day I had a conversation with him, and we're on the phone for like an hour.
I
And
did.
but it was all positive communication. And I was actually going through some stuff personally, and then being able to talk to him put me on a different mindset. I felt better after I got to talk to him. So being able to be there for each other whenever you need it, I think is very important. Whether it's just talking or whatever it is, we have each other's back at the end of the day.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for sharing that.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go lay down on my couch. I'll be back.
Yeah, I was going to say, Michael, you have a hotline number where people can.
I know, right?
Area code 361-944. Well, you're gonna have to figure out the next four. No, in all honesty, I'm open to anybody. I've always been that kind of person because I know what it is to not have anybody, show care. You know what I mean? I think that was just a natural instinct that as a kid, I just kind of picked up from. I mean, not lying. We're like in elementary, man, and I always just sought out for those who didn't have anybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I always introduced myself, make it a point, and that I was really shy as a kid. You know, believe it or not, but I was a class clown at the same time. So I don't know how that happened,
Yeah.
but um, I was just always extending an arm out, you know, and if I could be there for you, if I saw you by yourself, I'm gonna go sit with you, and you're not alone, you know, you got me, you know what I mean, and I'll introduce you to everybody else, but you know, it is greatly appreciated, and I've always told anybody at any time, I don't care what time it is, you know, call me, text me, I want to be there for you, you know what I mean. I think at the level I am right now with my two kids, my youngest, both they're both toddlers, it's just being a leader for them, you know what I mean, and being present and showing them uh, to be that when they get to that age to extend them to hand out, you know, and be there for somebody. Because in the world we're living in today, it's just crazy, man. You know, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that I'm able to talk to these guys on a daily and let them know that hey, you know, you're not alone. You know, so
Yes.
greatly appreciated that. And I did it was like an hour and something. I was like, I even got home and I looked at the phone. I was like, I really just had a conversation with him over an hour. I was driving from Victoria. I had a meeting over there, and then I started talking to my brother before I called you. Actually, we talked for like 30 minutes, and no, but I was like, that was a long conversation. And you called him, no, but I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, corpus. I was like, oh, I was like, that's cool. But you learn so much from somebody. Like it's just if you have chemistry, like you mentioned, Louis, you can talk all day. And for those who know
Right.
me, I love to talk. If we got something, if we got a conversation or a topic that we're building off of, we ain't gonna stop. I mean, that's just the power of chemistry. And
Mm-hmm.
straight
Yeah.
up, I don't care who you are. If you can hold a conversation, well, you met your match because I'm all in. Let's get some sweet tea and let's sit back because it's all about growth. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm always about trying to grow myself and also help those others grow. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, Mark, let's get down to it, bro. We can talk all day. Yes,
That's
There you
sir.
go, guys.
awesome, Michael.
You
You know
guys are
what?
checking out the show right now. South Texas homies right here. What'd you say, Antonio?
I was telling Michael, you got a good heart, bro. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep
Very,
absolutely.
very good heart.
don't
Thank
change.
you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Mama made sure, you know, unos peliscones when I was little. So, and that's what it's about. It's hard, Antonio. It really is because, like I mentioned, going through life, going through work, going through family, then having a career in music, like you're gonna be challenged, man. You're gonna be challenged every day. You know, to stay positive, it's a mission all on its own. But you got to tell yourself, hey, just focus on what you got to do, man. I mean, there's
Mhm.
people at home counting on you to stay as a leader, man. And that
Right.
job is hard. That job's hard. You know what I mean? But you'll have your moments where you can decompress, right? But Mama always told me, man, don't let no one ever tarnish the character that I invested in. You know,
Mhm.
putting in you. You know, everything that you do from here on out I ain't got control over, but you're gonna always have that guidance up here, you know. So make
Mhm.
sure you stay in alignment because it's hard. We're human, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I said, it always goes back. Mike, what did you do today that you can do better tomorrow?
Mhm.
You
There
know
you
what I
go.
mean? And that's
Yep.
that question and attitude that I do to myself every day. And I believe, you know, I'm a man of faith, so that has a lot to do with it. But also here on earth, what did you do today that you can do better tomorrow, right? And if you can have that mindset every day, guarantee you, man, you're gonna go home every day knowing that everything's fine, man. You know what I mean? And how many smiles did you make? How many smiles did you
Well.
give, and how many did you make sad? You know, people that were down. You know, pick them up a little bit, man. Ain't gonna cost you nothing, man, at all. So
Yeah.
I do appreciate that, man. It's very humbling to hear that, and I got a lot of work to do, Antonio. So I'm not perfect, man. You know, so I strive every day to keep that attitude and definitely lock in the prayer to keep my heart where it needs to be focused on. So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Well, a couple of quick shout outs right quick before we wrap things up here for the South Texas homies. LA Sounds, Mr. Angel Flores in the house says, what up to the guys?
What's going on, Angel?
What's up, Angel?
We also
Angel,
have
Tocayo.
Daniel Ramirez. Is that, yeah, Daniel Ramirez. It says, when you guys perform, y'all really put on a bad, well, you know what kind of show. He says, what show? I enjoy the energy you guys put out. Échale ganas from Daniel Ramirez.
Thank
thank
you.
you,
Thank you,
thank you,
Daniel.
thank
And celebrating my birthday with you guys in Rosenberg. Be ready.
Ooh, that's
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
That'll work. And we got just, let's see, I know there was a couple more right here. We got Joe also right there, South Texas homies.
Hey,
Tuned
what's
into the
up,
show.
Joe?
Saludos, Joe. Let's see. Mr. Ramon Lucio también says, hi, Anthony Trevino, big show.
What's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for watching, brother.
Yes, saludos, Mr. Ramon Lucio. And I guess everybody else is just throwing some stuff in there at each other as well. Some comments at each other. So I'm not going to share all that. So you guys are talking amongst yourselves. So thank you guys for tuning into that. Right. Well, we got one more right here. Gigi La Chicana Guerrero says saludos from Mission, Texas. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Saludos.
Awesome.
Thank you, Gigi. All right, guys. So any last words from you, Anthony? Luis, Michael, anybody want to go first?
man, just thank you guys for the support. We really appreciate it, man. It means a lot to us. You guys keep on supporting, and we'll keep on making music and having a good time. So much love to everybody. Thank all you guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Also, a huge shout out to my Marie. She's here at home. She's my biggest support system. She helps me get through a lot of crazy days. She's like my comfort blanket. So shout out to everybody, man. Thank all you guys so much. We love you guys.
All right. Anybody else?
Just want to say to you guys podcast, man, this is what's keeping Tejano Conjunto alive, man, because people like you guys, now people just got educated and got closer to us because of you guys. And I just want to say thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome. I appreciate
Yeah,
that,
no,
guys.
definitely do appreciate you guys. Love the professionalism, love the questions, love the sincerity behind what you guys are asking, and of course, what you guys are delivering to us. So definitely take it to heart. And of course, if you haven't given these guys a follow, and ladies, if you haven't given them a follow, go ahead and follow them. I guarantee you will definitely enjoy the show. So appreciate it. Much love and God bless you guys. Stay blessed, stay motivated, and stay spiritually hydrated.
Come on.
There you go. There you go.
Thank
You
you.
guys have a great one.
See.
Tony and Amanda, any last words from you guys? I want to get your recap or anything. Nothing?
One more time,
Oh,
thank
good.
you guys for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure getting to know you on a little different level. Look forward to seeing you guys live at some point.
Sure. Like to have you there.
Absolutely. If anybody's watching the live, Channel TV, YouTube, Facebook, everybody on my TikTok, they're going to be in Houston Friday, Texas Rodeo. They're going to be in Katy. So thank you guys for coming on the show. I appreciate it, giving us the opportunity to ask the questions, and appreciate all your feedback. And it was an amazing conversation. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
You got it.
much.
Guys.
Awesome. You guys have a blessed night. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you and see you real soon. Thank you.
You got it, man. God bless.
God bless.
Bless you.
All right, y'all. That was